WCTV Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Well, good morning, everybody. There was some activity on the radar, at least for some of us yesterday. Had some reports of hail, some strong wind gusts, some decent showers in spots. I picked up almost a quarter of an inch of rain at my house. But the Tallahassee airport, by the way, next to nothing. So for the month of September, still 0 in the rain bucket. That is really dry, 3 inches behind schedule. I see a few showers to the south and west. They're moving farther south and west. We might be able to pick up an isolated sprinkle today, but I don't love our chances. I think today, clearing skies, some clouds at times, and that breeze from the east and northeast to bring in more of that cooler and drier. Now, it's not going to be cool like you think when you hear almost fall-like. But it's going to be less hot than it's been. We had 101 for a high yesterday at the Tallahassee airport. Nowhere near that today. We should keep it in the 80s today, so more seasonable, still warm, but not like it's been. We're at 70 right now in Thomasville. We're at 73 in Valdosta. We're at 74 in Tallahassee, and that breeze is from the east at 10. You're going to feel that breeze at times today. The only spot in the 60s this morning, at least right now, Homerville at 68 degrees. Apalachicola still 81. Most of us in the low to mid 70s. And I do think tomorrow morning we'll see a lot of temperatures dip back into the 60s as the air stays dry, gets just a little cooler, and that breeze calms down a little bit more. I do think today, though, one of those days where you feel that breeze on and off throughout the day. The remnants of Imelda bringing us so much rain to parts of Texas and now parts of Louisiana. It is not coming this way. We've got drier air working its way down the East Coast. It's going to continue, and I think for the next couple of days, that means a little less hot, and our rain chances are going to stay very minimal. So count on more dry for several more days. Also count on those top temperatures to struggle a little bit finally. Two systems with names that we're still watching out there. Umberto, the hurricane, still a hurricane, should start to get weaker over those northern Atlantic cooler waters. Jerry, not a hurricane yet, but likely going to become one later today. It should stay out in the Atlantic, curving away from the United States, so we'll keep our eyes on it. This is what it looks like on the satellite presentation. Now, there are two other areas of disturbed weather in the Atlantic, one farther east and south than Jerry, one south here of Hispaniola. These are the areas that concern me the most usually when we talk about tropical systems, the ones that find their way through the Caribbean towards the Gulf. We've got plenty of time to watch and see if anything's ever going to come of that energy that's south of Hispaniola. Here's all that rain over parts of Texas and Louisiana from Lake Charles all the way up to almost Shreveport. It is going to be a real soggy go there for several more days. Breezy on the Gulf around here, east and northeast winds 12 to 22. High tides finishing up in just a little while. Some 60s, mostly 70s this morning. This afternoon, we should keep it in the 80s. Less hot than it's been. It's a step in the right direction. Tonight, more 60s. I think as we go through the next couple of days, we can repeat this for a few, but the 90s aren't done with us yet. Hopefully we get the whole weekend before we start to bring back some of that hot. I do think some of that hot is coming back next week, guys.